SW2FJH. We'll be starting the STNY digital voice net here in just about 5 minutes. We do have NetLogger up and running. For those folks that wish to check in early, NetLogger can be found at netlogger.org. We also do have Google Meet up and running. If you wish to join us on Google Meet, please visit stnydmr.net. So we'll see you folks in just about 5 minutes, sir. This is W2FJH. This is W2FJH, bringing up the STNY digital voice net on Brand Mess Talk Group 41 467, Wires X from 83721, and live live stream to Google Meet and YouTube. The primary purpose of the STNY Digital Voice Net is to help foster an active digital voice community in the southern tier of New York and to provide a forum for those that are interested or have questions regarding various digital voice topics. While this net is primarily for the southern tier, all stations are more than welcome to check in. This net meets weekly on Sundays at 7 p.m. For more information about this net, please visit stnydmr.net. This net will prioritize short-time, mobile, in-and-out, emergency power stations. We currently do have 4 stations checked in with NetLogger, so the net would like to recognize K3 BYC Carlton, W2 KBC Dennis, N2 RWH Ed, and N2 NCB Paul. All right, when checking in, please give your call sign, your name, and your location. So let's first take a standby for any stations that are short time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there, so let's open it up for any station. If you'd like to check into the STNY Digital Voice Set this evening, please call now.
AB2GD, Gary in Binghamton.
N2 NRA, Wycliffe and Waverly.
All right, and we have AB2GB Gary and N2 NRA Cliff. Are there any other stations to join this evening? Please call now. All right, nothing heard, so let's kick things off then. If there's any announcements for the net this evening, please call now. All right, no announcements, so let's move on for questions. If there's any questions for the net this evening, please call now. All right, no questions either, so we will move in for comments. All right, the net topic this evening is what club activities do you enjoy, such as summer, winter field day, contests, club meetings, lunch, or dinner? Top of my list is K3 BYC Carlton. How was your week?
This is K3BYC, Carlton from Darlington, Maryland, Harford County. Good evening, and thank you, Frank, for taking the net. Good evening to everyone else who checked in. Had a great week there. We had a very mild day today, about up to 60 degrees, so that it will cool down a little bit this week because we've had some cold weather this past week. Eastern Maryland did not get any snow. The western part did. I know probably a lot of you did get hit last Sunday, so I'm kind of guessing why there wasn't any net last Sunday night there. So I hope you guys are surviving that. For the question, well, of course, I belong to State Line Radio Club of Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Delaware. We have monthly meetings with a breakfast. We have our Christmas dinner next Saturday. And of course, I enjoy my Harford County Aries races, working with the Department of Emergency Services here. I'm going to do a reset. Well, I like, of course, I love our hobby here because we have these very powerful tools for communications, and very happy and proud to be a member of this elite group, which I believe. We had some sad news this past week. There, we have Silent T from the STNY Radio Club. Been in hospice a couple of weeks. We knew about it, and most of us did spend time with him before he passed, and had his funeral yesterday. Good friend, Dr. Don Gibbs, who was a eye doctor in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, and a long time ham there, so he'd be very well missed there. But yeah, the fellowship, I enjoy the radio and the operations. It's just the fellowship, the the breakfast and all that. That's my favorite part of ham radio. Anyway, have a great week, everybody. This is K3BYC. Back to net control.
Hey, thanks there, Carlton, and sorry to hear about the silent key there, and yeah, also breakfast. I didn't include that in my little verb there, but yeah, I do. I think also Chemung County. I know they have. I think they have like a Monday morning like breakfast club or something too. But I haven't been able to attend in person for that. All right, next on the list is W2KDC. Dennis, how was your week?
W2KDC Dennis from Dansville. I had a pretty good week. Nothing terribly exciting going on. Just puttered around the house, played radio, and got a few more things finished that need to be done before it really gets cold weather here. As far as activities I enjoy with the clubs, uh, I enjoy the Ham Fest that we put on twice a year, and I enjoy volunteering as a VE, testing, helping people, for people to get their licenses or to get upgrades. Uh, the My local club, unfortunately, I have a conflict on the night of the meeting, so I don't get to go to many of those meetings. But I do serve on the board of directors for the club, so the board meetings are interesting, and usually all goes well. That's about it for that topic, I guess. That's W2KDC, back to net control.
Hey, very good there, Dennis. And yeah, even another activity that I completely forgot. I'm surprised I forgot about Hamfest. So, all right, very good there. All right, next on my list is N2RWH. Ed, how was your week?
And to RWH here. Not too bad. No complaints. Other than that, looks like we're gonna have a little warmer weather. We'll see how the week goes here. So, kind of being a nice little break. So, other than that, not currently a member of any club. So, I'll turn it back to you, Frank, and to RWH.
All right, very good there, Ed. And yeah, I did happen to see that as well with weather. We're going to have a couple days here that was going to warm up. At least not be in the 20s and 30s, and I was actually thinking about potentially making the net topic about what you're going to do with the warmer weather. but I was just trying to come up with something else there. So, all right, next on the list is N2NCB. Paul, how was your week?
Logan, Frank, and all into NCP here. Well, we had quite a surprise the Saturday after Thanksgiving. We were invited down to our son Andy's house and family for Thanksgiving down in McLean, Virginia. And so we went down last Tuesday. Keith, our oldest son, came down Wednesday. We had Thanksgiving, and then we were out and about on Friday. Friday was a busy day, and so Andy said Saturday was going to be kind of a rest day. Okay. So Saturday morning, our oldest daughter Debbie and her family came down from their Delaware house, and then Tiffany and her family that are down in Fort Eustis, because Rob's a lieutenant colonel in the Army, they came up. So the whole family was together, and that was, yeah, I think that's the first time everybody's been together since everybody left the household, if you will. So we had a great day with that, and the rest of the week, by comparison, was kind of mundane, you know. But we did manage to get some lights up here this afternoon in the breeze. And I think club activity would be the meetings for me. Gives a chance to see everybody eyeball to eyeball, so to speak. With that, we'll turn it back to you, Frank. Take care, all. Into NCP.
Hey, very good there, Paul. That sounds like you had a blast there. Probably good to see the whole family all together in one place again. So, yep, and yeah, also I did something similar. I got some of the Christmas lights up today, and got some, you know, the wife had me pick up some inflatables at Lowe's. We haven't done inflatables before, but we threw some out this year. So. All right, before I get to my next station, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. Let me take a quick standby to see if there's any additional stations that would like to check in this evening. Please call now. Right, on the nerd there, and just for the formality there, we also did pick up an additional station through NetLogger, so the net would like to recognize N2QFD mail. All right, moving on down my list is AB2GD. Gary, how was your week?
Well, good evening there, Frank, and everybody on the net and everybody listening. I hope everybody had a great week. Pretty good one here. I got a new 3D printer that came this week, Bamboo Labs P1S, so I've been pretty much printing on that ever since I got it, and going to town making Christmas ornaments and whatnot, so it's been fun. I had an Ender before this, and so that took a lot of work to get things working, so it's nice to have a printer that just works. But to the net question, I'd have to say I really enjoy our holiday party. There's a lot of good food there, and it's good to get together and talk with people and everything. And so, but I guess anytime we get together and see people is usually a good time. So I'll turn it back over to Net Control. Thanks. This is AB2GD.
Hey, very good there, Gary. And yeah, me as well there. I'm looking forward to our holiday party here coming up. I believe it's actually in just a couple of weeks here now. I think it's I'll pull up the calendar. I think it's about 2 weeks. Maybe it's on the 18th. Maybe it's about a week out. So I should probably make sure I have that on my calendar and make sure I mark that to remind me there. So, all right. Next on my list is N2NRA. Cliff, how was your week?
This is N2NRA, and I'm glad to hear everybody in the net here. It was a cold week. Looking forward to the warm up. I guess hopefully it won't be too much rain mixed in with it. Yesterday we had a surprise visit from the black bear. Looked like he weighed about 400 pounds, and he kept on moving, which is a good thing. I like going to annual Ham Fest and Horseheads with my son and 2QFD and seeing other friends there. This is N2 back to net control.
Hey, very good there, Cliff. And I gotta say that the wife would be much more excited than you are about the black bear. Anytime we have some security cameras, and anytime she sees some wildlife, we have had a bear before in our backyard, and she just gets super excited for some reason over bears. Me personally, I'd rather have them stay away. I don't want any property damage or getting into garbage, making a mess, or anything like that. But the wife gets super excited about that. So. All right, next on my list is N2QFD. Mal, how was your week?
Hey, Frank. Good evening to the net. We had a pretty good week and a good weekend here. Played a little bit of radio. Dad and I were listening to the mighty KBC just before net. If you're into digital radio, they take a 1 minute break and send an MFSK 64 mode transmission of usually a musical artist with a little history tied into the pop music at the time. I want to say it was Dave Clark 5 tonight. Um, Ham club stuff. Well, like Dad said, we've been going to the Ham Fest together for something like 30 years. So that's really the highlight of getting to catch up with old friends and seeing who's there and seeing what fun junk showed up. But after that, field day is always kind of fun. Wherever I've been, there's been a local ham radio club, and if you show up with a Morse code key, usually they make a space for you because you're worth double points, and it's always been a good time. So we'll leave it with that and pass it back to Net. Here's N2QFD.
Hey, thanks, there, Mal. And yeah, I also enjoyed the summer and winter field day. I was actually I'm in Tioga, so I kind of made a thing that I would go and visit BARA, the Binghamton Amateur Radio Association, on that Saturday for field day, and then I would go over to Chemung County and go see them on the Sunday. So I kind of go just basically to socialize, go see both clubs there. So. All right, this is W2FGH with the STNY Digital Voice, and I have reached the end of my list. So let's see if there's any additional stations that would like to check in this evening. Please call now. All right, nothing heard there. So let's open it up for any additional stations or any stations that have checked in with additional comments, questions, or concerns. Please call now. All right, hearing nothing then, we might as well wrap things up here. I'd like to thank Carlton, Dennis, Ed, Paul, Gary, Cliff, and Mal for joining me this evening. We'll be returning this talk group back to normal amateur radio use. Everybody have a great and safe week there. This is W2FGH, and I'll be listening.